Hi there, this is Christian. I just want to go through a few things in talking points for admins so that you can see all kinds of great data about your families and how engaged they are, as well as how engaged your teachers have been with your families. To go to talking points, remember you can either go to Google and type in talking points and do it that way, or just go to app.talkingpts.org and it will take you to the login page. Once you're there, don't enter your email and password. Instead, go ahead and just click on Google. Your Google should come up if you're logged in, and you'll just click on that, and it should take you right in. First thing you'll see is the admin inbox. I know you should, all of you should have seen this before. You might be doing these. You might have an assistant principal doing this or office staff. So that one's pretty easy. What we're going to focus on today are analytics, just to see how everybody's doing. And I've pulled up Maple Glen so that we can actually see some data from Maple Glen. So I'm going to click on Analytics. When I do that, it takes a little while, but it'll populate. And it shows you in this first box the contacts by language. Here, all the ELL students. This one I do not think is working, obviously. Valid phone numbers, subscribed families, and contacts by platform. On the very bottom, it gives you some information about school admins. So you can take a look at it as well as teachers. So just kind of a weekly, just a quick look to see what's going on in terms of what kinds of things have been sent out. If I want to take a look at, for example, last year's data, and I want to look at teacher engagement and see which teachers were using talking points and to what extent, I can do that. So your date range is pretty easy to change. I'm going to just click on the calendar here on the side, and I can choose just one day. I can choose any day of the in the past. I can choose the last 7 days, last 30, this month, last month, and then custom range. So because I want to look at last year, I'm going to click on custom range. I'm going to change it to 8/1 of 2022, and then I'm going to change this to, let's just do 6/15 of 2023. Now, once I do that, typically you'll see you want to hit apply down on the bottom. Once you hit this date, if you hit the enter key, that should apply it. At this point, you'll see the 4 people that sent the most messages or announcements. You'll notice here, this tells you that this person sent 1,544 messages and sent 256 announcements, and then you can just take a look at each one of those. If you hit the download here, what it will do is it will save a Excel spreadsheet or a picture, so you can kind of do it either way. PNG and JPEG are both pictures, so I'll just take a picture of this actually. The CSV and XLS are both spreadsheet formats. The one that you probably should use is XLS. It's a little bit more powerful and you can sort data better. If I scroll down a little bit, you can see the teacher messages and announcements that are sent by teacher. If you hover over the blue line, that'll give you the total messages that were sent, and over the yellowish line, you'll get the total announcements sent. You can also do the same thing here in terms of downloading. So that is kind of your options. If I do go through and download, the data that I'll get will look very similar to this. So this is the teacher leaderboard, and all that means is we're going to see which 4 of the staff or admin have been sending out the most announcements and messages, and so you can kind of see that as it goes through. The next option here is to look at teacher engagement data, and so this will tell you the teacher's name as well as the total number of messages they have sent in that date range that you specified and the total number of announcements that they've sent. The other thing, the other report that you'll see here is the family analytics. And so I can go to it and I can blow it up a little bit so you can see this one a little bit better. And in here, you'll see the student ID. You will see the student's name. So you might have to resize things so you can see it better. You'll see the contact name, what language that was used, and then the total number of messages that they sent to the teacher, total number of messages sent to the school, messages that were received from the teacher, and those type of things. So you can play with the width of these so you can see what's going on. Number of announcements sent and received from the teacher versus sent and received from the school. And that is some of the great data that you can get out of talking points. And that is it. Thanks.